see how we do in this first minute. 2 hot dogs in 10 seconds. It's just incredible. That would be a 12-dog minute if you can keep the pace of my... Oh, that was a big math.
Never do math in public.
Joey Chestnut, though, his foe, and this is the kid who's bringing it for the U.S. of A. He's got a brother who's doing service over in Iraq right now. He said he wanted to bring it home for his brother.
Well, Chestnut is doing his best, but Kobayashi's been maintaining about a 3/4 of a dog lead.
It's really quite incredible, and I thought that Chestnut would try to come out here and keep pace. And he is Seaver Miller there. Got the helmet cam going. Seaver Miller, a rookie who just started eating in April 29, a crab cake contest in Baltimore, and this kid is going to surprise. He'll be back on the stage giving us a great shot.
Let's take you over to Booker, one of the crowd favorites here. He's a rapper here in Brooklyn.
Badlands Booker has been here 9 years in a row, and he may retire, the last big man in this sport, but he's got a rap career to fall back on. He's got a young protege out in the suburbs called Aqua Fresh, and so he's putting together a little stable of rappers. He can always fall back on that art.
Let's look over at Sonia, see how she's doing. She was in this contest early on last year.
It's just a seismic shift what's happened here with these young guns. Although Sonia's not an old woman by any chance or any stretch, but you know, the Shout and Simpson right up there in the top 5. And I thought Shout would hold tough with these guys.
You take a look at the screen upper left. Kobayashi and Chestnut are generally keeping pace. Kobayashi just slightly ahead.
Yeah, the question will be, I think we're 2 minutes in now, the question will be what happens, when does the pace fall? You know, when does the pace fall? They're already slowing a little bit on the dog count, the dogs per minute. Does the pace all of a sudden wane? Does it wane for one guy over another? I know that the pressure is incredible out here, the heat's incredible, but I know Joey can handle it.
Now, Joey said that even though he knows there's a wall, he is just going to go right on through it. If he feels it coming, go through the pain.
You know, that's a little page out of Kobayashi's book, and Bertoletti referenced it as well. You know, you push yourself, you just push yourself. This obviously not something you do at home. We have all the proper medical stuff in place here. These guys are trained athletes, and they can push themselves. But the question on my mind is, what is the mountaintop? You know, is it 50? Is it 53.5? Can they hit 60? What do we see today?
Hey, let's talk about individual styles, because there's some very unusual styles. As again, we go on board.
And that is Brian Subich, I think, from the reflection there. Brian Subich is an eater out of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, high school football coach and a real competitor.
All right, let's go down to Jimmy Dykes. Jimmy, what are you watching?
Well, I'm right here in the spray zone, right behind Kobayashi and Chestnut. And a couple of things stand out to me. First of all, they're both on that 8 or 9 minute dog pace right now. Also, very important to note, they know exactly where the other one stands. Kobayashi, with his number 22 up in front of him, flipping to 23 right now. Chestnut is flipped to 25. So Chestnut and Kobayashi, they know exactly where they stand and where their toughest competitor stands right beside them, guys.
And a change in the lead, of course, with Chestnut now pulling ahead.
It's just unbelievable. Joey Chestnut right now is ahead of Kobayashi. He led him in the Crystal Square off, the first time we'd ever seen anybody lead Kobayashi. As we saw, Bear's the only person, or the only being that's beaten Kobayashi. And then the young guns, Paul, Simpson, Bertoletti, the Axis of Eater. I mean, these guys are just unbelievable. They're like 1983 year of the quarterback, you know, in Elway and Marino, and was it Jim Kelly came out, and of course Tony Eason.
A third of the contest is gone already, and Chestnut is the lead. We want to take a look at that fourth place competitor.
Pat Bertoletti, you know, he qualified with 33. He's going to cement his position with other great Italian athletes like Comba and Andretti and DiMaggio if he can stay in the top 3 today.
But it is a possible change. 29 for Chestnut. Kobayashi with 27. Chestnut is beginning to pull away.
Unbelievable. There's Chip Simpson again, another one of these young guns, and there's been a seismic shift. You know, on the stage today, we're seeing eaters that are 20% younger. The average age, I believe, is 33. Last year, the average age was 40. And the average amount of dogs eaten to qualify this year was 29.5. Last year, the average qualifying count was 24. So there's been a major shift.
Chestnut has, well, about one full dog on Kobayashi. Simpson sitting back there in third, well behind. The top 2 are steadily pulling away.
Unbelievable that he's able. Now we're neck and neck, and it's just going to be a matter of will. We are approaching the wall. Will he embrace the wall? I know Jimmy Dykes is right there with him.
We have less than 7 minutes left.
Oh, look at that. Eater X, Tim Janis, Heartthrob. good sport. Looks like Leif Garrett with that permanent of his, and just needs a shell necklace to bring it all home.
Yeah, that guy is a day trader in his regular job.
He's a day trader and aspiring pizza cook. He's an odd duck. You call him the Invisible Man, and he's got a friend, the Whaler, who writes a blog about him, a popular web blog. Look at Kobayashi with the hair and what I believe is a trim mustachio. It's like Geraldo's mustache. Serves no purpose, but I can't imagine him without it.
We've got 2 onboards for you. Keep an eye, though, on the scoreboard as we approach the halfway point. 6 minutes, 7 seconds to go.
Joey is pushing himself right now. You can see he's got a little bit of a shake, perhaps a synaptic misfiring, but he is a trained eater. There is a lot of eating to go. We are at the wall. He's showing a little bit of fatigue, but not jaw fatigue, more mental fatigue right now. I think he can step up. Now, Kobayashi, though, he will get note of this. He will get wind of this. He doesn't speak English, but he will look to his right, and he will step it up.
Of course, right down in front of him, there is a counter for each of the competitors. Lets him know how far into competition he is. Chestnut 37, Kobayashi 35 now. Kobayashi, as well as a number of the competitors, will get 5, 6, 7 sticks of gum and chew it constantly for jaw strength, things like that.
You want jaw strength, and what you're going to see in the balance of some of this field is jaw fatigue. Now, Joey Chestnut is unbelievable, and I think Paul Page is right down there in the, Paul Page, I think Jimmy Dykes is right down there in the pit.
What do you got, Jimmy?
Well, guys, it's interesting to note that Chestnut has trained for this event by eating 40 hot dogs twice a week in a single setting. He's at 39 right now, getting to get the 40th. Now, what happens from 40 on? A little bit of uncharted territory as far as the practice situation, and here he goes.
You take a look at the top of the screen, 4 minutes, 52 seconds to go in competition. The American, Joey Chestnut, is the leader by a full 2 dogs, but we're coming to a critical time. Actually, we've, for the most part, passed through it. When many say that they'll hit the wall, that they just can't do anymore. But Chestnut has been on a steady pace. Kobayashi has fallen slightly behind.
Slightly behind, and Kobayashi can turn on the turbo here. He did it into Crystal Square Off. Now we're tied up. Now, if Chestnut can win this contest, it will change the course of this nation. It will be unbelievable. There will be no turning back.
Kobayashi takes the lead. Kobayashi with 40 takes a slight lead on Joey Chestnut.
Well, Kobayashi can kick it in at the end, as I said, and some of these other eaters starting to take notice. It's like there's a caution flag for everybody else but these 2 front runners.
And the crowd chants.
We are 4 minutes away from what could be a world record, Paul, and the world record, obviously 53.5. We're at 41 with a 350 remaining. Is pretty good territory there. Some ground to cover.
Chestnut slowed down a bit over the last 2 hot dogs from Nathan's. Kobayashi has the lead, 42 now. Remember the world record, 53.5 dogs in 12 minutes.
But I say, now you look at Kobayashi, he's not Japanesing or Solomoning, so it looks like he's changed his style a little bit. You don't want to change your style in the middle of the game. Now there's a double Japanese, double Tokyo style. He looks more comfortable. Anyway, oh, look at that. Another face-up right there on how these eaters get it in. That's Seaver Miller. I love Seaver Miller, young eater. And our other helmet cam is Brian Subich, the football coach, the Norfolk, Virginia champion.
Joey Chestnut has the blood of patriots in his
The lead has changed twice now. It started with Kobayashi, then Chestnut took over, and then just a few moments ago, Kobayashi went back into the lead with just under 3 minutes to go.
It's unbelievable. We're coming down to the wire. You know, in the past years, at this looked like the 3-minute mark, it was all but over. 12-minute comfort zone. Kobayashi does not have the luxury of that comfort zone today.
And we're only 8.5 from the world record for Kobayashi. 9.5 for Chestnut.
Now it comes down to hot dog management, Paul. Hot dog management is everything in the last 3 minutes.
For the love of God, do you love your man Chestnut?
Crowd loving every minute of this. A giant crowd here at Nathan.
Chestnut looking to wane a little bit. I know he is the best eater America's ever seen and one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet. And as I mentioned earlier, like Vijay Singh, or everyone's in the 19th hole and Vijay's out on the driving range. That's what Chestnut does. He just exemplifies training and dedication.
Well, the pace slows a bit with 2 minutes to go. Kobayashi continues to just pound him down. He now has 2 dogs on Chestnut.
Kobayashi probably doesn't have the use of one of those mirror or helmet cams, but he's got Joey in his rear view mirror, and Joey is giving it his all. I'm incredibly impressed. But look at Kobe, just seems relaxed.
Let's send you to the spray zone once again, Jimmy Dykes.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay behind the spray zone, Paul. Interesting to watch Chestnut right behind him. He's watching Kobayashi every time the page is turned. He knows right now he trails by by 2. Kobayashi, on the other hand, only focused on his hot dogs and what he's doing. Two contrasting styles right now with about a minute to go.
And I'm thinking Kobayashi has turned his thoughts over to a new record, even less than winning competition, because he's got a solid 2-dog lead.
He's got 50. If he can do a 4-dog minute, he will break the existing record. Don't give up on Chestnut yet, although he does seem a tad fatigued.
1 minute to go. 1 minute.
George just announced it, and the crowd is going crazy here. They want to try to bring, if they could come up and eat for Joey, they would. They want to bring the belt back to America.
Now by 2 hot dogs.
Joey Chestnut doing everything he can, continuing with his style, continuing to shovel it down.
Somewhat maniacal jaw movement, but Kobayashi again realizing that he has a little bit of a lead, and it's all about the win. He's obviously not looking to prove something in this heat.
30 seconds to go. Kobayashi needs at least 2, better yet 3 dogs if he wants a new record.
It may not happen with the record. I was totally wrong. I thought we'd see 60, but can Chestnut pull it out in the last quarter of a minute? I don't know. What a great eater, though, and what a man to energize the American eating fans.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Kobayashi takes it again. Unbelievable, but Joey